Good. Hi, I'm Ströhfeldt, and this is my story. I grew up in a home where my parents attended different churches, and church was very much just a box you tick every Sunday. And having to choose, like, do I go with my mom this weekend? Do I go with my dad this weekend? And just almost the tension that was filled with that. So it was really like just ticking a very, what's the right word to say? Like a moral obligation to attend church on a Sunday, really not a lively relationship and a community that I participated in. So I attended church regularly, and this specific Sunday morning, I think I was about 9 or 10, I was in church with my mom, and the preacher just shared a word on not knowing Jesus and coming to know Jesus. And in that moment, I just felt such a tug in my heart of this is something that I don't know Jesus. And almost that very typical thing, if you died today, like, where will you go? And I think it was just so much more than that it was that realization of this is a relationship that I don't have with my King and my Saviour and my Lord, and something that I really wanted to just engage in. That was definitely a very watershed moment of being chosen by Jesus in my life. I think what followed there is just a season of not being discipled and almost being alone in my faith. And that was definitely, if I could rewire how or reset that moment of how I would engage my religion, it would definitely be to be discipled and to be planted in a church and to walk a road with people who were ahead in the journey of faith and more mature than what I was, to just love and lead me through the difficult things of just engaging in a relationship with God. So I think the world is very broken, and sometimes you are a victim of the brokenness of the world, sometimes you are a spectator of the brokenness of the world, and I often felt myself in this conflict of if Jesus is who he says he is and does what he says he'll do, like, why is the world so broken, and why do I see brokenness in so many people's lives, and why am I often the victim of brokenness, whether it be other people's sin or just the world not being in a good space, and realizing that. So I think often for me, I find myself in places where I wondered, like, is God present in these difficult moments in my own life, in other people's lives? I think the thing that I can definitely, without a doubt, attest to, that in spite of the world being broken and people hurting other people, the constant of Jesus being who he says he is and being righteous and being faithful and being full of grace and mercy for us has definitely been something that I can personally attest to, that seeing him just operate internally, like working in me, working through me in this season, has definitely been something that I can without a doubt say that even when I've been low or other people have gone through difficult things, that faithfulness of him being who he says he is and being the constant has really been something that has carried me through my life as a young Christian, as a young married woman, as a student, as a mom, in the seasons that we are in. So the first thing I would tell people who maybe don't know Jesus is to almost think about everything everyone has told you about Jesus and all the experiences of Christians you've had, and put those aside, and seek him for yourself. Like, open the Bible. Don't let the hurts of other people who've projected Jesus incorrectly to you, or the churches you've been at, or the people who've professed Christianity but maybe haven't been good at living it out or showing it to you. Like, set those things aside and find him for yourself. He is faithful if we seek him with a pure heart. And don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen within a month or within a year even. Church should be a place where we belong before we believe. So just really put yourself out there and seek him. I know that he will reveal himself to you if you really go out to seek him. He might be looking for you too. So.